Okay, I have a new session. I'm not really sure what I'm calling it yet, but it's either comments, questions from the comments, or questions from the DMs. But I'm going to take a look at questions that I'm getting every week, and I'm going to answer one in a longer form video every single week so that you all know what everyone else is asking and you get the answers that maybe you're looking for as well. Or maybe they're answers to questions you didn't even know you had. So, one of the questions that I had this week in the DMs was about finding the right color. So the question was something like, Ashley, I want to get into wearing hair toppers, but I'm worried. I don't want to have to dye my bio hair or get the topper dyed to match. How do I find the perfect color of topper for me? Fantastic question. Here's my easiest answer. So if you don't have a stylist that you can bring the topper to, or you don't want to dye your bio hair to match, first of all, I say you have to narrow it down to the right company. So this person, I think, was looking to go to the company that had the best match. My thinking is you should go with the topper company that you're most comfortable with. So first figure out who that is, which quality of hair, which price point, check your reviews, figure out what company you want to go with first. Once you figured out the company, I want you to follow them super duper closely for a while. So check out their stories, check out their website, check out their social media posts, everything that you can get your hands on. You want to really familiarize yourself. I mean, you probably should do that before picking a company, but you really want to start to familiarize yourself now with their cuts, their styles, their color offerings. And that way you'll be able to narrow it down a bit more. So when I bought my first Lexie 4 root from Highline Wigs, which is what I'm wearing in this video right now, and I have several of these exact same pieces, I knew that I was going to buy from Sharon. I knew my first human hair topper was going to be a Highline Wigs topper. There was just something about her, something about the company that I really liked, and I just had a good feeling that I wasn't going to get ripped off because I was super new to this world. I didn't know this hair loss community existed on Instagram or online really, so I just took the plunge. But I followed her very closely first on stories, like religiously, and I still watch her stories religiously. And so by the time I placed my order, I had a really good sense of the color that would probably look best on me. Now, obviously, pieces look different online and they look different in different lightings, but I had seen Sharon post enough times on stories her different colors in different lightings on cloudy days and sunny days. And I looked at her complexion and I compared it to my own complexion. And so I was able to kind of narrow down that way which color would probably be best for me, and it ended up being right. So I'm not a perfect Lexie 4 root, but part of my motivation in picking the Lexie 4 root was that she has lots of dimension in her, and I thought, okay, something in my own bio hair should connect with something in the Lexie. That was kind of my hope, and it did work out well for me. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to work out well for you. So part of the advice that I also offered to this person in the DMs was that she look for a company that has a reliable and dependable return policy. So Sharon's window is 3 days, which I actually kind of love because even though I've never returned a piece to her, I know that I have 3 days. The 3 days also means that she's not taking back pieces that somebody else has worn for a month and then decided they didn't want. So I really was comfortable with her return policy and I thought I can get behind that. So pick something that has a return policy so that if the color doesn't work out for you, you can return it. The other thing you can do is send in a sample of your bio hair. So Sharon sometimes does this, Raquel, every company probably has a person in customer service who can give you more information about this. Just reach out to them and ask. If you send in a clipping of your own bio hair, can they dye a topper to match for you in-house so that you don't have to worry about taking it to someone once it arrives to your hometown. So that's a service that many will offer, or maybe they can just take a look at some photos that you have of yourself and then recommend which topper might be the best fit for you in terms of color. So consider dimensional colors, whether it's dimensional browns or if it's dimensional blondes, whatever you are, think about getting something with dimension so that it'll pick up some of the color of your own hair. Reach out about whether or not they will color for you based on your own natural hair color. And also consider getting a bigger cap size, because the bigger the cap size, the less of your bio hair you will see. So if you're going with like a really small, 4x5, your own bio hair is going to show through quite a bit. It has to be an almost perfect match, right? But the bigger you go in terms of cap size, this one for here, the 9x9 ends down here on me. Not a ton of my bio hair shows except for when I put my hair behind my ears. And even then I can get away with just tucking the Lexie in front, and then you won't even see my bio hair if I don't want you to. So a 9x9, a 10x10, at least an 8x8, that should give you sufficient coverage, especially if you're going from medium to heavy density, that you won't see your bio hair. So those are my tips and tricks for getting the color to match your bio hair if you're starting off with the topper. If you have any more questions, please let me know. Good luck in your search, and I will be back with another one of these segments, questions from the DMs. So feel free to send a DM or put a question into the comment, and I will make sure to answer it as best as I can.